Hello, Kako. Here for the Mama Biz Life Q&A call. So, a couple things I just wanted to talk about before we head into the weekend. Some people were saying that they couldn't sign up and the links were being kind of funky before the end of the 24-hour bonus. And so, if that is you, please just email me and reach out. Sometimes Jadari, which is the platform host for the Health Hui, like I said, it's startup mode and it can be a little funky. And if so, just let me know because they want to know too, so they can troubleshoot ASAP. And I have tons of support from their back end people. And so just let me know. And if anybody did miss that window and they couldn't sign up within that period, just let me know and I will totally honor that bonus. No problem. And some questions I've been having just through DMs and stuff. One was about the 6-month commitment. And so I actually wanted to let everybody know that I thought about it and like offering just another price point for people. So being able to pay in 2 chunks the 6 months. So instead of paying full, paying 3-month chunks. So breaking it up. So 500 for 3 months and then 500 for the next 3 months. And so, yeah, if that painful was just a little too much for you, but then the month to month, you just didn't want to do that because you're the kind of person who likes to save money like me. I thought about just why not just do 2 chunks of 300 and maybe that will work for some people. So I am going to open up that payment plan. And yeah, so you can see that and same link and everything. So when you go to the page, the checkout page, noelkoonwe.com, you can click on the link there, or you can just go straight to community.thehealthhui.com and all the payment. And then, like I said, let me just walk you through. You're going to have to sign up for an account. And then they're going to ask you to authenticate your email. You're going to have to go to your email, click verify or authenticate, whatever it prompts you to do. And then that will take you back to the plans. And if you've already done that, you may go to community.thehealthhui.com/plans. And then you can see all the plans there as well. So I hope that helps just everyone understand the process. I know it's a little funky. I don't like it. And I told them that. They said Q1 next year, they're working on completely changing all that and making it more streamlined. So bear with us. And like I said, I really, really like this platform. Once you get on, you can see it's very much like Facebook, which we're all super used to. So it's very visual. There's groups. There's places for the all the tutorials. And what my thought is that when anyone who gets Māmā Biz Life or jumps into Māmā Biz Life Cohort Lua, I want you to take this time from now. Well, we're going to have our kickoff call on the 16th. And at the kickoff call, I'm definitely going to help everybody getting set up with the Health Hui and Māmā Biz Life group and just being able to see what it is and like feeling comfy in the group, because that's what I want everyone to kind of use as the main platform for connection, to get access to all the material, to watch replays, whatever. That's the hub. Everything will be there. So it shouldn't be too confusing once you learn how. But so the onboarding, I'm going to walk everyone through. But from now until then, you can totally look around. Check it out. The tutorials are already in the Māmā Biz Life group. So once you figure out how to get access to that, and I will be sending an email to everybody even before the onboarding call, but you can already check out all the tutorials that are in there. And there is, so we taught, in homecoming, we did a lean planning schedule. And so there's tutorials on that, and each one goes deeper. And so it's not just what we did in homecoming, it's taking all the aspects of homecoming and like going deeper so that you get like just the tutorial on that, just the tutorial on LinkedIn. But so there's LinkedIn, there's lean schedule, there's the pillars plus the Trello app. And so there's also a Trello training. Within the Trello training, there is a whole template that you get to download. So the template that you saw in homecoming, I actually give that to you. You make a copy and it basically lays out your whole plan. You just fill in your pillars and then you're good to go, and you can just start dragging and dropping. So that was something I paid a lot of money for, you guys. Like I paid for a VA system just for LinkedIn. They created that personally for me, and I am sharing that with you guys. And so it's such a handy resource. You don't got to go and do that all yourself. It's already made for you. So that's one of the really big perks of Mama Biz Life cohort, is that I'm hooking you guys up, of course. And so there's that. I don't think I got any more questions besides that. And again, if they come in, I'm going to put this Q&A in the, I'm going to wait a couple more minutes to see if anybody shows up to ask live questions. But maybe I just did a really good job at being really thorough in the end of homecoming. So I hope so. And if there are any more questions, again, pop them in the Facebook under this post. Email me at kauanoe.com. You can also email me at noelle@thehealthhui.com. It's just the communication for homecoming was through my Kauanoe, just because there was some issues with my authentication on my other side. Back end stuff that I am going to teach all you, so you don't got to go through all this. But if you're doing your own website stuff, little things that I'm like, how come that's not in like the tutorial? But I love to figure out things, and so I did. But yeah, happy to share with everybody. And yeah, and if you're just like, if you aren't sure about Mama Biz Life and if this is the next best step for you, but you are on the fence, do the breath work. Pray about it at night. Ask for an answer. Like, get really clear if this is for you. Because if it's not, it's okay. Like, I really am not, there's no pressure here. You know, we've been there, done that. That's like ditching the hustler mentality. I want this to be something that you are wholeheartedly excited, ready for. And the people who have joined so far, that's what it's been for them. Like, they are just so excited. And if it's about money, listen up, because I've been there. Like, I've invested in things that are outside what I should make. And I actually want to tell a quick story because I think this is so relevant and important for our money relationships, values, beliefs in general, that we can all up level. No matter where you're at, we can up level our money beliefs, right? And so this is less about money most times than it is about your relationship and your mindset with money, right? And so I just, for example, I invested in this mastermind this past year. My investment was $1,300 a month with a $5,000 down payment. Okay. In the past, no problem. I was making good money when I was doing network marketing. That was coming in residually without me even lifting a finger. That would have been easy, and I would have said it would have been a absolute yes, right? But heading into this season, I knew that I was letting go of my network marketing business. Even if I still have it energetically, I wasn't going to focus on it, knowing I wouldn't make money in it, or I wouldn't grow my finances in it. But I still was making enough that I thought I could cover the $1,300 a month. So I was like, I can still do that. Not true. And I think just in general, network marketing, it's shifting. It's shifting, and you're gonna have to shift to continue to make money with it. And if you aren't willing to shift, your paychecks are going to go down. And that's what I see across the board, from friends who were in high places and now they're having a little issue. So if that's you, please reach out to me, because I want to help you with that as well. But when I got into this mastermind, which was a year commitment, okay, so a year commitment. And I'm the kind of person, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to back out later. I'm not going to like cancel my credit card, just like ghost out. Like, no, I'm going to figure it out. So this past year, I started a new business. I didn't even know I was starting Mama Biz Life until the summer. I started hard with the Health Hui, and I was like, had this vision. And stay tuned, you guys. Health Hui is going to launch in December, and it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited for it. But that's what I was going hard on, but I just kept having like blocks in my heart that I wasn't ready to release it. And I was like, why? I didn't know why. Meanwhile, while I'm like in indecision mode, I'm not making more money. And so how am I supposed to keep up with the $1,300 payments? I've never borrowed from my husband. I actually ended up borrowing money from him from the first time in February. That was a learning lesson in itself. We are still working through that. And that's a whole nother story that I'm not going to get into, but it helped to bring up money issues that we had as a couple. So blessing, that was a blessing. Throughout the year, I got really creative with how I was gonna make this money happen. And I could have gone into stress. Like I literally could have gone into like, I don't have money, like that same story that I would have gone into maybe, before I've done all this work on inner work on myself and work around money, which we are absolutely doing in Mama Biz Life. I already got Melissa Hanault, who is my multi-million-dollar coach. That I was paying $1,300 a month for. I already asked if her CFO could come do a talk. So she's going to be one of the guest experts on money for Mama Biz Life. Her name is Danae Wolf. Go follow her on Instagram. She's so good. She's so good. And so we're definitely going to work on money stuff. But if that's something that you like really want to do, and I always want to do that because I always want a better relationship with money because it's a currency of the world. Like I love barter and trade, and I think that deserves a seat at the table, and the health who is going to include that for sure. But money is money. Money is energy. Money is currency. The circulation of money is something that we need to learn and understand and be a part of, right? And so I don't think it's ever good to like damn money because it also has a place in our society and it can be a beautiful thing. It can afford you a beautiful life that you're looking for. And most of us are here because we want to make money for our families. We want a certain life. We want to do things in life. And we're here because it requires money, right? So you might as well just have a good relationship with it. But because of the work I've done when I came into this, like the biggest money squeeze of my life, like I've always worked since I was a teenager. I've always had 10 grand saved, okay, as a teenager, because I worked at TNC, I saved my money. That was my security. That's the money belief I inherited from my dad. Like, you don't have money in your savings, you're not saving money, you don't have enough to pay your credit card in full. Shame on you. And so that's where money was very motivated for me by fear, like fear of shame, fear of judgment. And so when I came into the squeeze of the year, every time I was I am paycheck to paycheck, and I don't even have paychecks, right? I'm like, whatever comes in to whatever is going out. And I would feel the squeeze and I would breathe through it. And I would literally get excited at how I could get creative. I sold anything I could on Facebook Marketplace, and I was so proud to do it. And I shifted my money temperature from getting $8,000 checks from network marketing and be like, oh, cool, like put in my bank, like just mindlessly robotic, no energy, no relationship with money. It just was numbers in my bank to me. To like being so excited about selling something for $100 on Facebook, knowing that was going to get me closer to paying off my credit card bill in full. Guys, I share that not because like part of me is like, is that TMI? Like, I'm supposed to be this business coach. I share that because one, I'm proud of how well I handled being in a money squeeze. I knew I was coming into a new business. I could have hustled my network marketing during that time. I could have made money there and been comfy. But part of me wanted to be through this squeeze, and I accepted it. And I wanted to feel what it would feel like to move through it. And I wanted to test myself. How strong could I be in my money beliefs and knowing that money was going to always support me and come in, even when it didn't seem like it. I ended up starting a new business, Pakalana Maine, and that was not like strategically planned. It was like my sons were doing a Pakalana lei business during the summer for them to do like a kids summer business. And I just had this like beautiful idea to make these earrings, and I've been sitting on it for years. But I was like, I'm just gonna buy some earrings on Amazon. Why not purchase? You know how sometimes you purchase on Amazon, it's gonna come. You're gonna have to do it. I do that sometimes. Like, just purchase. It's going to come. I'm going to have to do it. So the earrings came in. I made them, sent them to my friend Jordan, who I'm at her house right now. Jordan of Kahua'aina. She was in Cohort Mua. Love our relationship. So happy that I got to even coach her through Mama Biz Life. It was amazing. She's going to be in Cohort Lua again. But she's a badass at business, you guys. And I sent her the earrings. I'm like, what do you think? She's like, I need them for Made in Hawaii. And I was like, yeah, of course. And she meant like to wear. And she's like, and can I order like 3? How much are they? I'm like, they're free for you. Shut up. We barter and trade all the time. But and that is a perk, you guys, of Mama Biz Life too, is like getting into a relationship with other biz mamas that you can barter and trade with. Everyone that's coming, sorry, just side note, everyone that's coming to do a presentation as a guest expert, they are like top of their field. They're doing it for free. And I'm telling them like, hey, when you need something, you let me know. But that's how it should be, right? We are supporting each other in business. So that's what I learned in this mastermind, and that's what I want to really foster in Mama Biz Life. Back to the earrings though. So I told her, I was like, I had this idea. I was like, actually, like, it was during Lahaina fires, and I was like, I don't feel comfortable like putting a new product and selling on social media right now. And so I was like, oh my gosh, Joe, what if I made enough earrings, could I sell them at your booth, like as a checkout? And she was like, yeah. So then I did it. Made in Hawaii, biggest craft fair in Hawaii, right? And my first time ever there, and I sold my earrings, and I made enough to cover 2 months of bills. And then I kept that business going. I just want to say that because it was because of my creativity, openness, and willingness to not get stuck in the mindset that I didn't have enough money, that I had to go back to my grind just to make the money to make ends meet. Sometimes that is what you got to do though, right? If you really want something, it is worth it to go back to your grind just for a moment, right? Not saying that wasn't it, but for me, I was on this trajectory to like really figure it out, make ends meet in a way that felt good. And so here we are in November, and I've done it. And then I launched Mama Biz Life in the summer, right? Made a little more to cover my next expenses. And I just trusted completely. And I will say this though, sometimes you got to bet on yourself. And that is what I also did in this mastermind. I bet on myself. I bet on myself. And because of that, we're here together. Like if I didn't, I would not know how to launch a new business in a whole different industry than I mean, yes, I had been working in the coaching industry. So it's not that what this part of it, me coming on here, talking to you, working with others, believing in other women, coaching them on, business, life, all that is not new for me, but a business around it, asking money for that, yes, that is new. I did all of that for free for 8 years. And so I've gotten the best training because I was doing it all for free, right? So I had so much on the ground training, but to put into business form, number one, I would not have the confidence to do that. I didn't believe that like anyone would want this kind of service. Or even the health we, right? So in my head about it, so in my head about, is this the right thing? Will people like this? Is it supportive? And honestly, you guys, it's been the biggest blessing for me to see the potential of what this could be. The women that we've already helped Mama Biz Life, Cohort Mua, you guys saw their testimonies. And if you didn't, literally go watch their testimonies. It's at the end of, I might just make a snippet just of that, but it's at the end of homecoming day 3, probably at around the 10:45 mark. And so check them out. Makanani and Leinani just give such heartwarming. I didn't know what they were going to say. They made me cry. Just because I was so moved by what they said. Check it out. But back to the money, bet on yourself if you're feeling the call. And the whole purpose of being in Mama Biz Life is to grow your finances, if that's what you're looking for, right? So if that's your goal, I'm going all in on you as well, and we're going to do it. And so yeah, I hope that answers some questions. I hope that makes everybody feel a little bit more in alignment with where you're headed. And again, if it's a no, not right now, absolutely, I accept that. And I am excited to continue to support you in however I can. And if you are like, I am so ready to take things to the next level, I want this support, I want this community, then we are so happy to welcome you into Mama Biz Life. And like I said, any more questions, you guys can absolutely reach out to me through email or through the Facebook group. I prefer the Facebook group if it's not a personal question, because then everyone can see the answer. And at the same time, feel free to email me if it's something personal. I hope the payment plan is exciting for you guys, and I'm gonna actually work on that right now. But I'm gonna wrap this up, and thank you guys so much. The recording will be, well, you'll catch the recording. All right, aloha.